Namaste. Okay, so I'll start with Yoga Sutra. How's everyone? I'm coming to the reality of this reality. What's the answer? The answer is time. I've said enough, I'm done. Okay, so start off with, let's see here. I'm gonna keep a window open for my own stream, just because it makes me feel comfortable. And okay, first up, Yoga Sutra. Mic check. Good. Getting better every day. It sucks like hell right now, but in 2 years, if I'm still here 2 years. Okay, so 17 today. Here we go. Namaste. Atopa yadevayanam. Nirudu tajete taburutu teho. Katamuchiate. Samprachinyataho. Samathiriti. Pitaga pichara nananda simitang rupa nugatang nugama. Pitaga pichara nananda simitang rupa nugamat samprachinyataho. This is number 3. Danu. So it skips rupa. Pitaga pichara nananda simitang nugatam. Pitaga pichara nananda simitang nugamat samprachinyataho. Okay, and now the comment. Pitaga shechitatasyan lamambane shetula pogaho. Sukushimo picharaho. Anando huladaho. Ekatumika sambidasamitang. Tatra prathamashe chatushirtoyan nugataho. Samathiho. Sabitakaho. Tuvitiyo. Pitakapikalaho. Sabicharaho. Trutiyo. Pichara pikalaho. Sananandaho. Chaturtasatadu Vikalo Smitang Matra. Chaturtasatadu Vikalo Smitang Matra iti. Saiva ete salamambanaho samathayaho. Okay, I just want to make sure this fuzziness is just fuzziness and not something else. You never know, you know. It has caught me off guard a few times, so I'm not taking my chances. Even though for those who know, it's kind of obvious. Yep, it's obvious. Okay, now the translation. Now, when the fluctuations of mind stuff have been restricted by these two means, how are we to describe the concentration conscious? Conscious, by assuming forms either of deliberation, or of reflection, or of joy, or of the sense of personality. Deliberation is the mind stuff's coarse direct experience when directed to its supporting thing. Reflection is the subtle thing. Joy is happiness. The sense of personality is a feeling which pertains which pertains to oneself. Of these, the first, which has the four associated together, is concentration deliberating. The second, which has deliberation subtracted, is reflecting. The third, which has reflection subtracted from it, is something with joy, with something of joy. The fourth, which has this subtracted from it, is that which is a sense of personality and nothing more. All these kinds of concentrations have an object upon which they rest. I'm sorry for my reading. I hate just reading these words within the brackets. They help you if you don't know Sanskrit, if you don't know Aryan Sanskrit. But there are real obstacles, if you know Aryan Sanskrit, period. All right, moving on. So I try to not say them as much as possible. Okay, next up is Veda. Yeah, there's a link to my music. I love my music. Without my music, my Sanskrit sessions will be hell. I'm not kidding. It'll be hell, period. There's no downplaying it. Without my Baroque music, Sanskrit is hell, period. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, nowadays you got music, you don't utilize things you got. As I'm vaping my nicotine. Utilize what you got. Vaping. Okay. And what am I doing? Veda. All right. I can't find it. What in the world? Well, I also want to read, world religion. I just like reading religion. If it's in words, I'll read it once at least. If I like it, I'll read it again. If I like it a lot, then I'll read it 6 times. There. What else do you want me to do? Let's translate. I'll read the translation if I could read the original language. If I get to Sanskrit. Aryan. 29. Okay, so back to what I was told to do. Chapter 29. And today is Shabbat 29th. There's nothing there. Okay, got it. I have a feeling it's gonna be short. Let's test my psychicness now. It's gonna be about 7 shlokas. Yep, exactly 7. That's a scary thing now, humans. I don't know how I did what I did. That's another thing. I got the number of shlokas right. Nobody cares. Namaste. Tirtavratan Adityan Ishuiran Are Matakaltan Rahasuri Bhagah Shuranan Bato Bo Baruno Mitra Devan Padrasyan Bidubam Avase hube bahu yu yam debahu Paramatiriyu yamojo Paramatiriyu yamojo yu yam dubeshwamsi Sanutariyu yotan Apikusho apikushot apikushataro apicha Gushamatva madiyan jam no Murula yatan param. Or second version. Murula yatan param jam. Interesting. Maybe I think the first version is correct. Gimu nu baha guru no bama pare no kim sanena basava apiena yu yam no mitra varu no dite chan sivasati minendra maruto tatha tam haye devan yu yamidan bayahu sutante murulatan na tamana ya mahiyamu ma bo rato matiyama ban rurute matiyama ban rurute punuma yushima badasuma bishu shiramishima bra ban eko mimayan yuriango yanama bitaban kitabam shashamban shashansan are Bashan are akani devan mati putre bimiban grapi shudwa alvancho adiyan pavatan yajatran bo haldi payamano byayayam Dratvam no devan dijuro burakasia dratvam kalta davat pado yajatrahu maham makono baruna puriyasya puridabuna vidam shunamapehu ma rayo Rajanun suyama dava satam Burhadu badema vidate subirahu. Namaste. It's fun for me. Hymn 29. Upholders of the law, ye strong Adityas, remove my sin, like her who bears in secret. You Varuna, Mitra, and all gods who listen, I call to help me, I who know your goodness. Ye gods are providence, and ye are power. Remove ye utterly all those who hate us. As givers of good things, deal with us kindly. This day be gracious to us and hereafter. What service may we do you with our future? What service, Basus, with our ancient friendship? O Aditi and Varuna and Mitra and Indra and Marut, make us well and happy. Ye, O ye gods, are verily our kinsmen. As such, be kind to me, who now implore you. Let not your car come slowly to our worship. Of kinsmen such as you, never let us weary. I singly have sinned many a sin against you, and ye chastise me as a sire the gambler. Far be your nets, far, gods, be mine offenses. Seize me not like a bird upon her offspring. Turn yourselves hitherward this day, ye holy, that fearing in my heart I may approach you. Protect us, God, let not the wolf destroy us. Save us, ye holy, from the pit and falling. May I not live, O Varuna, to witness my wealthy, liberal, dear friend's destitution. King, may I never lack well-ordered riches. Loud may we speak with heroes in assembly. Okay. So next up is Upanishads. Namaste. āmēn. Okay, and after Upanishads is Kariki Purana, I think. Okay, Chan and it's chapter 4 of book 2 today. I want to see if I could change this one to an improved Sanskrit. It's a little larger. That's better. Larger is better in Sanskrit. Okay, just 2 shlokas. Namaste. Iti trutiyah kanundoh sarvasapapusu panchavitam samopasitam. Okay. Mekho yat samam plavate sa himkaro yad varshati sa prasetavo yah pranajyah syanandanante a udgito yah pratijyah sa pratiharah samudro nithanam na ha pusu Puraitya pusuma bhavan Puraitya pusumanam bhavati ya etadevam vidubana saivasavapusu panchavitam samopasate. I'm gonna say it just one more time. I'll say it like their way. With saivasavapusu panchavitam samopasitam mekho yat samam plave sa himkaro yad varshati sa prasetavo yah pranajyah syanandanante sa udgito yah pratijyah sa pratiharah samudro nithanam na ha pusu praitya pusumanam bhavati ya etadevam viduvanam saivasavapusu panchavitam samopasate. Okay. Namaste. Fourth canon duo. Let men meditate on the fivefold āmēn in all waters. When the clouds gather, that is the hingangara. When it rains, that is the prasadava. That which flows in the east, that is the udgita. That which flows in the west, that is the pratihara. The sea is the nitana. He does not die in water. Nay, he is rich in water, who knowing this meditates on the fivefold āmēn as all waters. Okay, moving on. I think next up is Shrimad Bhagavatam. Just wanna see. Yep, I changed it. Cool. See, I do get better with time. Somehow I gotta learn to enjoy the passing time while getting to my destination. And then everything will be, easier, to say the least. And that's all I could ask for at this point. And what am I doing, dude? Where's my car? I don't want to drive. Don't give me a car, please. I'll sell it and get. If you give me a car, I will definitely sell it. I don't want to touch a car. I can't find. Got it. No, I think Shrimad Bhagavatam. I hope this is it. Yes, got it. Today is chapter 18, and I'm not gonna need that anymore because I found out they actually named these. So 16 something 18. Okay, 50. Today is chapter 18 of book 3 of Shrimad Bhagavatam. There are 12 books, so we're not like it's not like I haven't done anything. I've done something. It's really cool. And that might be the end. This might be the end of the book. Am I right? 18. How come I have two different ones? Okay, one is not the other. What do I do at this point? I'll go here. Right, give me 1 second. I gotta find this. If I really need help, God will provide me help. I think I need help because this is aggravating. I don't like it. You know. Well, how come you couldn't change the world? I got aggravated. Well, how come? I gained I had gained arthritis. That's why. Okay, 3. Did I get it? This is the right chapter. Oh no, I was in a completely wrong thing. Oh well, what do I do in that case? Just get a new one. That's what I do. Just get a new one. Got a new copy. What now? The same copy. Alright, sorry about the delay, but it's good for me to take time. Take some time out. Okay, 18. Only 20 shlokas. Okay, it's pretty short. Very, very nice. Hopefully I'll one day find people who knows what I'm doing. I mean, influential people, people with money. They could benefit from it, that's why. They could make more money. If they could make more money, then they could use me. Otherwise, we'll see. Namaste. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ashita Dashotyaya Maitreya Ubancham. Tadeva Ma Kalnuya Jaleshapa Shuitam Mahamana Satadabiganuyo Yam Nuyon Noya Mahamana Satadabiganoyam Dulmadaha Hare Viditva Katimanga Narada Drasa Talam Libibishe Devaran Vitaha Dadalsham Dataram Pijitam Taram Buro는 Niyamana Vani Magura Damsheturoyan Buro는 Niyamana Vani Magura Damsheturoyan Mushina는 Tamakushino Baru Choruno Subaru Joshi no Shiriyan Jahan San Jaho Banagocharo Murugaho Ahaina Mehiajinya Mahim Bimuncha no Rasaokasan Bishivasarajaya Malpitan Na Sivasati Yan Siasiyana Yan Mamekushotah Sura Tama Saditasu Kara Kurate Devam Naha Sapatnaira Pavan Yankim Proto Yo Mayayan Anantia Suran Parakushachit Devam Yogamayan Balamarpa Paurusham Yogamayan Paurusham Samsitan Pia Mudwa Brahmoroje Suhurate Chutjahu Devai Samsatite Gadayan Shil Shanuya Samada Pujat Tiutayan Shil Shanuya Sama Pujat Tiutayan Ye Ja Dupiam Malim Aranan Tiushoyo Ye Jan Devan He Sivayam Salvetna Pavishianan Tiamula He San Tudiama Noridu Rukatan Tomarai Damshetro Gragam Tudiama Noridu Rukatan San Tudiama Noridu Rukatatoma Tudiama Noridu Rukatatomarai Dam San Tudiama Noridu Rukatatomarai Damshetro Gragam. One more. Sorry, I'm being distracted a little bit. San Tudiama Noridu Rukatatomarai Damshetro Gragam Kamupalakushuya Pitam Dodam Borshana Niraga Damon Bumatiadr Niga Niraga Damon Bumatiad Graha Hatah Sa Kare Nuria Teta Tepah Karen Nuria Tepa Nuria Tepah Dam Nihasaranan Dam Salila Danuduruto Iranu Yakesho Debira Dam Yatang Chashoh Karala Dam Shetro Shanini Sevano Bravid Gatan Huriyam Karala Dam Shetro Shaniniva 샤니니 스바 가라라담 셰트로 샤니니 스바 노브라비드 가타 흐리얌. One more. 가라라담 셰트로 샤니니 스바 노브라비드 가타 흐리얌. 김 뜨바사탐 비갈 히탐. 사 가무다스타 테살릴라시아 고짜레 비니아시아 다시아 마다타 테스바사트 뜨바무 아피슈투토 비시바스르자 파라수나이라 부리아마노 비부타이흐 바시아토레흐 파라누쇼크탐 타파니요파라 타파니요파말 타파니요파르 파라누쇼크탐 타파니요파칼밤 타파니요파칼밤 마하가담 깐짜나치트라담 샤무 말마누여 피구슈놈 파라투다는담 두루크타이흐 파라짜는더마니우흐 브라하삼스담 마파슈에 श्री भगवान उवाच सत्यं पयं भो मनगोचरा मृगा ऋषिमदभिथान् मृगाय ग्रामसिंहान् न मूर्त्योपाशायः प्रतिमुक्तस्य वीरान् विकटथनं तव गृह्णन्त्यपादरा एते वयं न्यासाहारा रासावकाशं 가타흐리요 가다야 드라비다스트 대슈처 마헤타비 가탄지다제오 스테얌 그바 야모 발리노트바디아 바이라무 드밤 바드라타남 길라 유타바티포 카타스바 노스바스타시암 노스바스타야 아시바누하흐 삼스타피야 장스마느 바라무르장시르 스바카남 야흐 스밤 바라티지냠 나티 파팔티아 사피아흐 마이트레양 우방창 소티쿠슈에프토 바가바탕 바랄라브타시짱 루슈어 푸르샤무 자하로를바넘 그로탐 그레이두야마노 히라두이밤 스르자는 나말슈이타흐 시바사는 마니우프라짤리테는드리야흐 사아사디야 따라사 다이티오 가다야 피아 하나드 타리무 바가밤 수투 가다베감 베스르십담 레푸노라시 아반자야트티라시치노 아반자야트티라시치노 요가루트 이반은 딱까무 오늘가당 스바마다야 프라마야는 따마 피구슈노샤흐 아피아타바드타라 아피아타바드타리흐 구르드타흐 삼라문 파드 다실떠 다츠추다 차다무 삼라문 파드 다실떠 삼라문 파드 다실떠 다츠차다무 따따셰짜 가다야라팀 다쿠슈이노시안 프루비 브라푸흐 자크네 사뚜땀 사오미야 가다야 고비도 하나트 에밤 가다피암 굴비피암 하리야쿠쇼 하리레바짱 자기 쇼양 수삼라부타바니 수삼라부드 수삼라부타 바니오니아마 피자 크나뚜흐 수삼라부타 바니오니아마 피자 크나뚜흐 나요흐 스포르토 스티그마자다 하까 하다 가요흐 A little break. 10 left, yeah. 10 shlokas left. 다요흐 스포르토스티그마 가다 하땅 가요흐 스포르토스티그마 가다 하강 하땅 스포르토스티그마 가다 스포르토스티 다요흐 스포르토스티그마 스포르토스티그마 가다 하땅 가요흐 구셨다 스라바카 크라 구셨다 스라바크라나 비브르드 타마는 많은 이보흐 구셨다 스라바크라나 비브르드 타마는 이보흐 비치트라말감 셰짜라 똘지기 쇼얌 비아파딜라야미바 수시미놀 모르타흐 다이티아시앙 야지냐바야바시아 마야 그르히타바라 하타놀 마하트마나흐 가오라비아 마히암 드비셔톨비아 말다남 드비셔톨비마 드비셔톨비 말다남 디드르쿠 슈랑아가 드르쉬 필부르타 디드르쿠 슈랑아가 드르쉬 필부르타흐 스바라트 사드나 샤우는 두이라마 뺐다사 트바삼 그렇다 프라티가라 마하리아 비크라마무 브라크 슈유 다이티암 파가바느 사하스라노일 자가다 나라야나마디수 까라무 브라하모반짱 일슈테 데바나 망은 크리무나 무페 유슈어무 데바나 망은 크리무나 무페 유슈어무 비프라놈 사우라페이놈 푸다나마피아나가사무 아가스 그러드 파야 그러드 두시 그러드 다스마드 드라드 타로수라흐. Why does it look familiar? I hope I didn't do this last time. The readings tell me I didn't do it. Wait, you know what? Let me check the reading and see if I already read this, because it's starting to feel familiar. It's not a big deal. I'll read it again, but I just want to know. Okay, so I did this last time. So you know what? I'm gonna just stop it here. What should I do? I'll take a break and say, I have what is it? In the last video that I made of Shrimad Bhagavatam, you'll find the translation. Sorry, I do have to move on. This is a deciding point. I get to decide whether, I have to cater to you, the viewers, which, how many are there? Like 0. 1, sorry. I'm not even looking at it because it makes me so sad. Or, I could just do my thing. since nobody's watching, I'll take advantage of it. If that one or two people are upset that I'm doing this, then they could go to my last video that has the translation at the end of what I just read, at least 3/4 of it. Okay, so this is pretty doable, and for some reason, I'm eager to do this chapter. And then in the English title, the chapter 19, which I'm gonna start reading now. I was reading chapter 18, which I did yesterday. I was being redundant. The title is Death of Hiranyuyokusho. And if I know anything about Hinduism, is it has to do with the nerve centers. This is gonna get rid of like a lot of bad nerves that are connected to bad feelings. Bad nerves generate bad feelings, and it messes up the person and eventually the entire society. So let me take a little break, and I'll take my medicine for this because I'll need it. And once I'm done with this, I think we're gonna be okay. Hiranyuyokusho is a gigantic nerve center demon. Once you get rid of Hiranyuyokusho in your system, you're gonna be feeling at least 2% better overall. That's something. At least 2%. Could be 10%. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. I'm ready. For what? I don't know. I'm ready for nothing. I'm ready for nothing. But I'm ready. Namaste. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ekona Vimshotyaya Maitreya Upancham Avatarya Virinchasya Nivyalika Morotam Pachaha Parahasya Paramagai Pena Dadapangangana Sogarahit Nataha Sapatanam Sukhatasya Charanan Tamakuto Payama Sukhatasya Charanan Tamakuto Payama Jakhan Notapatiyam Gadayam Hana Basura Makoshajaha San Hatan Tena Gadayam Bihatan Bhagavata Karat Bikul Nuitan Patan Durajue Bilku Nuitan Tapat Bilku Nuitan Patadreje Bilku Nuitan Patadreje Tadera Putamiban Pavat San Tadan Nabatatil Topi Na Babate Nira Yutama Manayana San Murute Taimam Bishivakasanam Prakopayana Gadayam Apabiditayam Ha Kare Nilvigate Ni Binilgate. Hold on. Testing mic. It's either too loud or too low. Blah 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 blah. Manayama sadataimam sunapam jasamarad vipuh jasamarad vipuh nam vyagra chakram titiputra thamena sivapanshadamukhena sivapanshadamukhena Brishajama Chitran Panchotad Vidam Kecharanam Tatra Samasana Sevasati Demum Jahiti Santam Nishamya Taratang Gamagarato Vyavasatitam Padmapala Shanochanam Bilokian Jamashapari Plutenandrio Jamashapari Plutenandri Jamashapari Plutenandrio Rushwa Sivamanantache Chadamada Shache Chivasane Sivadanantache Chadamada Shache Chivasane Karala Damsheturo Shijan Shkushu Pyam Karala damsheturo shijaku shupyam sanjaku shono dahanen nivan apipuludian sevagadayan hatosi dian hanade tarim padang saviena dam sato pagavan yajinyasu karahu Nilayan Vishotah Shatroh Praharadva Haram Ham Ram Ha Sama Praharadva Praharadva Taraham Ram Ha Sama Praharadva Taram Ha Sama Aha Jayutama Tevatasa Katasava Devam Jigi Shwasi Ityukatahu Santadan Puyasatan Doyanu Vianad Purashanu Vianadad Purashamu Tam Sang Patatim Bikushuyo Bhagavan Samapasatita Jagran Lilayan Brahmaputam Karutamang Nivan Pananagim Svabauruswe Paratihate Hatamano Mahasuraha Naichichadagadam Diyamanam Harino Vigata Prapah Jagranham Trishikam Shulam Jivala Nalo Lupam Jivala Nalo Lupam Yanjinyan Turutarupan Yang Piprayan Picharana Yatan Dadojason Daitiyamaha Patur Pitam Jakan Sadananta Haka Udil Nadi Titi Jakarevno Jichedan Nishanta Neminan Haririatan Dan Kushya Patatra Muja Chitama Dama Dan Kushya Patatra Muja Chitama Dan Kushya Patatra Muja Chiram Dan Kushya Patatra Muja Chitama. I'll take it. Burakunwe Savashule Pahutari no Hareha Paratiyatiyan Visiti Namuro Viputi Mat Paravarada Taroshoho Sa Gatwa Ramushu Tuitang Nunya Gatwa Ramushu Tuinang Nadana Paraharatiyan Darati Yatan Suraho Denatama Hataha Kushatatal Pagavana Disu Karaha Kushatatal Pagavana Disu Karaha Na kaman patan mana ke van pi serajan hata ivan tevipah atorutan serajanama yam yogama yeshivare harau yam pilokia praja setrasatan meniresio pasamiyamama Pravabulvan Yapashijanundwa Sitamaha Pravabulvan Yashijanundwa Sitamaha Pravabulvan Yashijanundwa Sitamaha Bam Sabamai Rayana Digapio Nipetulgram Banoha Kushwepanoiha Prahitan Ivan Vyarnashita Bhaga No proud kaiha. The hour nashita pagar no proud kaiha. The hour nashita pagar no proud kaiha. 19. Let me just check. Scared. Alright, about halfway done there. Praukhaihe. The owl nashita pagano praukhaihe. Sabidyuta sitana yat yitnupihe. Sabidyuta sitana yit Savidyuta Satana Yitunu Piha Mashada Piha Boyakeshan Saraga Vina Mudra Satini Boyakeshan Saraga Vina Mudra Satini Jansasarata Kirayah Paratia de Roshianantang Na Yutamuchonaka Na Yutamuchonaka Digavang Saso Ya Yutaniah Shuli Nio Mukta Multijang Bahupiria Sharaka Shopiha Patatia Shevan Rata Kunjaraiha Patatia Shevarata Kunjaraiha Tatan Pirut Sarashutwa Himsrang Panchoti Vaisha Sanha Pradoshakratanam Mayana Masurinam Pinashayat Sudashana Satram Bhagavan Prayungkatang Tayitam Satripat Tadang Titeha Samapavat Sahasang Hurdi Bapatuha Samaranandiyan Palturang Desham Satana Jajang Satana Jajang Saraka Prasusurube Vinashita Su Sivamayang Su Puyashitang Vanajian Keshavama Rushopaku Hamanomum Dadarashe Vasatitam Bahiha Tam Mushutui Pilpignatnantam Mushutui Pilpignat Pinik Tam Mushutui Pilpigni 필비닉. 무엇이 필비닉 나는 땀. 바즈라상라이라라 토쿠쇼자흐. 깔노무레하느 야통에 드방아실드람 마루트 파티흐. 상 아하토 비시바지덩 야바지냐양 바리파라마드강 우다스 달로짜나흐. 바실나바흐 방은 크리 시로루 호빠딱 디아탕. 비실나바흐 방은 크리 비실나바흐 방은 크리 시로루 호빠딱 디아탕. 비실나바흐 방은 크리 시로루 호빠hat. Challenging. I have about 14 shlokas left. About 10 minutes or less. 비실나바흐 방은 크리 시로루 호빠따 디아탕에. 나게넨드로 룰리또 나파스바땅. 구슈이땅 샤양남 다마꾸는 터발자삼. 까라라 담슈드람 바리다슈드라 다제 차담. 아자다요 비구슈여 샤샴수랑 가땅. 아호 이맘 고누 라페땅 삼스티띠무. I'm learning. 얌 요기노 요가 사마티나 라호 티아야는띠 링은강 다사또 링은강 다사또 모모쿠쇼양 다시아이슈 다이티아로쇼파흐 바다하토 무캄 브라파시암스타누 무트사살정 브라파시암스타누 무트사살정 하 에따오 바샤다 바시안 샤방디안 따 바사드 가티무 punaha katipayaiha suthanam prapatasiyate ha janamapiha. Devang ujuha. Namo namaste kila yajinya nanantaba. Namaste kila yajinya tanandabe. Namo namaste kila yajinya tanandabe. Satitang Grihita malasatava multaye. Dishutuyu hatoyam jagata marunan tudahu. Jagata marunan tudahu. Devatapa da pagatiyan payamisha nilvratahu. Maitreya uvancang. Evam hiranuya kushama sahiya vikramam. Hiranuya kushama sahiya vikramam sadayitvam harira disu karaha. Jagama lokam savamakhanandui tot sabam. Savamakhanandui tot sabam sami duitaha. Pushikara vishitara dipiha. Pushikara vishitara dipiha. Mayang yatanu katamavadi te hareha. Kuratan batang rasya sumitra choshituitama. Yatan iranuya kusha udara vikramo mahamurate gridanaban niras kurataha. Gridanaban nira kurataha. Sutang uvancang iti kaushorabang kyang tang shurutya Bhagavatam Kushatang nanandam Param Lepe Maha Bhagavato Divijam Anufom Punuya Shulokana Mududamaya Shasam Satam Upanshurutya Pavanam Modaha Shrivad Sangankasya Kim Punaha Yo Gajanandaram Kashograsadam Tyayanandam Jaranam Bujam Kuroshanantinam Karenunam Gurachirato Mocha Yad Durutama Gurachirato Mocha Yad Durutama Gurachirato Mocha Yad Durutama Tam Sukara Tiamuroju Piranania Charanoil Nurupiha Tam Sukara Tiamuroju Piranania Charanoil Nurupiha Gurutajinya He Go Na Sevetan Turara Tiamasa Tupiha Yo Bai Iranuya Kushabatam Iranuya Kushabatam Mahaduputam Mikri Duitam Karanosu Karatmanah Karanosu Karatmanah. Sorry, Shurnoti Gayatya Numuda Tenjasang Gayatya Numuda Tenjasang Vimutyate Brahmavata Dapi Divijang. Alright, last shloka. Take some time. So that was fun, challenging though. Some books are harder than others. I forget it sometimes. This is like the top 3 hardest Vedic literature, period, for me, if you ask me. Etanam Maha Punyamalam Pavitram Tanyam Pashasyam Padama Yurashishwam Pranuanandriyanam Yuti Shaurya Valtanam Narayanonantem Katiranganga Sharanam Batam Narayanonante Katiranganga Sharanam Batam. The ending. Okay, let me just say Namaste. Here we go, the ending. Iti Shrimad Bhagavate Mahapuranoe Paramahamsiyam Samitayam Durati Yasukanante Hiranuya Kushavato. The death of Hiranuya Kusha. That's what it says. Namaikona Bimsho Tyayaho. Chapter 18. Okay. He died. Alright, just the way they put it just makes me laugh. Mato. He's done. Very visual. Hiranuya Kusha. Hiranuya Kusha is his name. Bato means he died. Sorry. Namaste. Shri Hiranuya Kusha Namaha. Yeah, Namaste. So ancient beings are more forgiving than modern human beings now. You can't hardly go wrong with deities now. You piss off humans, you get. Namaste. Discourse 19. Maitreya continued. Hearing the words of Brahma, which were free from guile and sweet as nectar, the Lord heartily laughed and accepted his prayer with a glance laden with love. Thereupon the divine boar sprang and aimed his mace at the chin of his enemy in the form of that demon, was stalking fearlessly before him. Struck by the demon with his own mace, however, it slipped from the Lord's hand and looked splendid as it fell down whirling. Sorry. This was something I need the folder. Tiny letters. This was something miraculous as it were. Even though he had an opportunity, the demon refused to strike his unarmed foe and respected the law of a single combat, thereby kindling the fury of the universal Lord. As his mace fell and a cry of alarm rose, the Almighty Lord acknowledged the demon's love of righteousness and invoked his discus Sudarshana. As the discus began to revolve, and the Lord was contending at close quarters with the chief of his attendants, who had now been born as Hiranuyokushu, there issued from every direction strange expressions uttered by those who were witnessing the scene from their aerial cars and had no knowledge of the Lord's real reality, saying, "May victory attend you, pray, dispatch him." When he beheld the Lord, who had eyes as big and lovely as the petals of a lotus, standing in position before him, and further saw him armed with the discus, his senses were overpowered with indignation, and hissing, he bit his lips in great resentment. The demon, who had fearful tusks, stared at Sri Hari as though he would burn him, and springing into the air, aimed his mace at him, exclaiming at the same time, "You are slain." The Lord, who had assumed the form of a boar that represented all the sacrifices, playfully knocked it down with his left foot, O saintly Vidura, even as it came upon him with the force of a tempest, while the enemy was still looking on. The Lord then said, "Take your weapon and try again, eager as you are to conquer me." Challenged in these words, the demon aimed his mace once more and loudly roared. When the Lord saw it flying towards him, he stood firm and caught it, even as it came, with the same ease as Garuda would seize a serpent. The great demon felt humiliated and was put out of countenance when his valor was thus frustrated, and he was reluctant to take back the mace which was being offered by Sri Hari. He now took a trident, which was rapacious as a flaming fire, for hurling it against the Lord, who was Yajinya personified, even as one would use spells for a malevolent purpose against the holy Brahmana. Hurled with all his strength by the mighty Daitya, the glowing trident shone all the brighter in the sky. Sri Hari, however, tore it to pieces with his discus, which had a sharp-edged rim, even as Inandra cut down a wing of Garuda dropped by the latter. The demon got enraged when his trident was cut to pieces by the discus of Sri Hari. He therefore advanced towards the Lord, and roaring aloud, smote him with his hard fist on his broad chest, which bore the mark of Sri Batisa, and then went out of sight. Hid in this manner by the demon, O Vidura, the Lord, who appeared as the first boar, did not feel the least quaking in any part of his body, any more than an elephant would when struck with the wreath of flowers. He now employed many a conjuring trick against Sri Hari, the lord of Yogamaya, at the sight of which the people were filled with alarm, and thought the dissolution of the universe was near. Fierce winds began to blow, which spread darkness occasioned by dust, and stones came in volleys from every quarter as if thrown from slings. The luminaries in the heaven disappeared due to the sky being overcast with masses of clouds, which were accompanied by lightning and thunder, and frequently rained pus, hair, blood, feces, urine, and bones. Mountains discharging weapons of various kinds appeared, O sinless Vidura, as also naked demonesses armed with tridents, their hair hanging loose. Most cruel and savage slogans were uttered. They spelled it wrong. Most cruel and savage slogans were uttered by hosts of Yakushos and Akushosas, who were all of a ruffian type, and either marched on foot or rode on horses or elephants or in chariots. The Lord, who represented all the sacrifices in his person, now discharged his beloved discus Sudarshana, which was capable of dispersing the Mayas displayed by the demon. The very moment, all of a sudden, a shudder ran through the heart of Diti, as she recalled the words of her lord, and blood flowed from her breasts. When he saw his magic forces dispelled, he went into the presence of Lord Keshava once more, and full of rage, encompassed him within his arms. But he found the Lord standing outside the circle of his arms. As he began to strike the Lord with his fists, which were harder than adamant, Lord Atokushujan slapped him in the root of his ear, even as Inandra hit the demon Vrutara. Though struck indifferently by the Lord, the conqueror of all, the demon's body began to reel. The eyeballs bulged out of their sockets, and he fell down dead, like a gigantic tree uprooted by the wind, his arms, legs, and hair on the head broken and scattered. Brahma and others who had now arrived saw the demon with fearful tusks lying on the ground, biting his lips, the glow on his face yet unfaded, and admiringly said, "Oh, who could meet such a death?" Struck by a forefoot of the Lord, whom yogis meditate upon in seclusion through yoga in the form of abstract meditation, seeking freedom from their limitation, which is unreal, and gazing on his countenance, this crest jewel of Diti's sons had shuffled off his mortal coil. These two demons are no other than the Lord's own attendants who have attained to this accursed state through a curse. After going through some more births, they will return to their abode. The gods addressed the Lord. "Hail, hail to you, the source of all sacrifices, who have assumed a form consisting of pure Sattva for the purpose of maintaining this world. Fortunately for us, this demon, who was a torment to the world, has been slain, and we too, O Lord, are at ease through devotion to your feet." Maitreya continued. Having thus killed Hiranyuyokushu of irresistible prowess, Sri Hari, who had appeared in the form of the first boar, retired to his own realm, which is the abode of uninterrupted joy, while Brahma and others extolled him. I have narrated to you, as I was told, O good friend, the exploits of Sri Hari, who came down to the material plane, and how that Hiranyuyokushu of mighty valor was knocked down by him like a plaything in that great encounter. Sutra continued. Hearing the narrative of the Lord as it was told by the sage Maitreya, Vidura, who was a great devotee of the Lord, derived the supreme delight, O holy sage. One rejoices to hear the life account, even of virtuous souls of sacred renown and extensive fame. There will be no limit then to one's joy on hearing the story of the Lord, who bears the mark of Shri Badasa. The Lord quickly delivered from a difficult situation the lordly elephant who, when seized by an alligator, fixed his mind on his lotus feet in the midst of his female companions, who all shrieked. What grateful soul is there who would not devote oneself to such a master, who can be easily pleased by guileless men, resorting exclusively to him for protection, though the unrighteous find it difficult to propitiate him. He, O holy Brahmanas, is speedily and completely absolved even from the sin attaching to the murder of a Brahmana who listens to, sings, or even applauds the story of the most wonderful pastime, viz. The destruction of Hiranyuyokushu at the hands of the Lord, who assumed the form of a boar for the sake of rescuing the earth. This most sacred narrative confers extraordinary merit, wealth, fame, longevity, and all the objects of one's desire. On the field of battle, it promotes the strength of one's vital organs and organs of action. Those who listen to it at the last moment of their life find their asylum in Lord Narayana, dear Shaunaka. Thus ends the 19th discourse entitled The Death of Hiranyuyokushu in Book 3 of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as the Paramamsa Samhita. Okay. That's it for the whole thing. No, I want to read how he died again, just for me. Wow. So he just slapped him at the root of his ear. And that's how he died. And after that, though struck indifferently by the Lord. So it says, as he began to strike the Lord with his fists, which were harder than adamant, Lord Atoku Shoja, that's another name, slapped him in the root of his ear. Even as Inandara hit the demon Vratra. Though struck indifferently by the Lord, the conqueror of all, the demon's body began to reel. Wow, just on the root of the ear. His eyes began to demon's body began to reel. The eyeballs bulged out of their sockets, and he fell down dead like a gigantic tree uprooted by the wind. His arms, legs, and hair on the head broken and scattered, just on that one little touch on the root of the ear. His whole body just shattered. Brahma and others who had now arrived saw the demon with fearful tusks lying on the ground, biting his lips, the glow on his face, yet unfaded, and admiringly said, "Oh, who could meet such a death? Struck by a forefoot of the Lord, whom yogis meditate upon in seclusion through yoga in the form of abstract meditation, seeking freedom from their limitation, which is unreal, and gazing on his countenance, this crash jewel of Diti's sons has shuffled off his mortal coil." That's it. Okay, thank you very much. I'll do more Sanskrit studies, or maybe I'll chant. I'll either chant or do more studies. I think I'll chant. Yeah. Namaste. Thank you very much.